In this video, I'm going to tell you the 5 ways that you can make more money as a bartender using social media. Especially now in 2025, there is just a huge lapse in how people are leveraging the technology. A lot of you bartenders are getting off of work and just doom scrolling on TikTok versus using it as an opportunity to connect with strangers, people who could come see you. My name is John Pittman, bartender CEO, and I'm a guy who's built up a following over 80, 90,000 followers, as well as launched some different event concepts, all using social media, all with no money, just grind, grit, and strategy. Now, I've had a chance to curate bartender competition events as well as industry networking events for women entrepreneurship groups, fintech, game nights, cocktail classes. All of this stuff has helped me make more money. And if you're somebody working in a venue where you have the green light to do certain things, then you need to really make sure you pay attention to this video and understand what these 5 things are. Now, I know a lot of you all aren't comfortable with social media, and sometimes you guys may be uncomfortable with strangers following you and interacting with you, but I highly suggest that either you don't listen to this video or you create a burner account. Even my account, Bartender CEO, that's my burner account. It's not even my real name. I started it for purely bartending reasons, if you can't tell by the name, and you easily can do the same, because a lot of your regulars, you know, you might not want them having your phone number. Them having your social media allows you to contact everybody all at once without actually having to contact them. Just posting a story, posting a video, lets you put your message in front of their eyes without you having to send an actual direct text message. And with me using social media, I'm able to talk to thousands of people at one time, which allows me to pop into different cities and leverage this brand for those. But I know a lot of guys might not want to be all of that. So even within your own local area, this is how these 5 things can help you out. And I highly advise that you probably stay in order and don't skip a step. Because if you hit me up and say I didn't make any money, I'm like, well, what step did you skip? And what are you not doing right? Because these right here are proven. I've done it. People around me have done it. First one, you need to post your work schedule, whether it's on a weekly or a monthly basis. Imagine going to a store's website and they don't have the hours that they are open. That is essentially what you're doing as a bartender by not allowing somebody to find out when you are working, so that way they can plan it in their schedule. You know, people aren't just like us where we can just decide to get wasted on a Tuesday. They know exactly how their babysitting works, when they're going to be traveling, all of their schedules. So as they're planning out their recreational outings, understanding when their favorite bartender at work is super helpful. So making sure you just post it on your Instagram, on your TikTok, have it as a pin post, so that way anytime somebody comes to your profile for whatever reason, whether they found you organically or because they met you in person, they can see exactly when that schedule is, and they would look at it like, you know what, hey, I can go see that person Wednesday before I go there or after I leave here. And even beyond that, once you have that static post there that's showing when your schedule is, making sure you also post on your stories while you're at work, because having this static post, which probably has the next 4 weeks worth of schedules on it, also having continual posts on your story allows that to make sure it's resurfacing and reminding them that you're at work and they need to come see you. And this is something you get creative with. I mean, if you're a super cute girl, obviously the selfie is undefeated. If you're a guy, you could be working out like, yo, I'm getting ready for my shift today, or you're at work and you just want to showcase what's happening, some food or some drink menu items. All of that stuff works, and it helps remind them that you're at work. And bonus points if you want to tag the place where you work at, or at least do a geo tag location, but making sure you also put where you are, because a lot of times the people, they might want to surprise you. So make yourself surprisable. And number 2, speaking of the story content, one of the things you also you need to be doing, you have to do it. You need to create drink and food content. And if you want to know how to do it, go look at the influencers and see exactly the type of videos they're making. You could be making those videos for your same exact venue. Like, a lot of times their face isn't even in it. They're just following a format that is aesthetically pleasing, that has proven to be algorithmically productive. So really following what they're doing, use your phone, get those same shots, download CapCut. I use InShot, very simple app to use. And on top of that, I think that there is a better play, instead of just creating like a little sizzle reel, which is just a bunch of clips and some music, but actually talking about it and educating people on your products. Like, if you have 15 drinks on your menu, that's 15 separate videos that you can make. If you have 26 items on your food menu, that's 26 food videos that you can make. That's over a month and a half worth of content, and that you can be educating on top of the sizzle reels, and making sure you obviously in the description put exactly where you are, what you're doing, what's in it. Because the way these social media algorithms are work, people are typing stuff into Google, and Instagram and TikTok videos are popping up as the answer in Google. So making sure that when people type in what they're looking for and you've been able to categorize it and name it properly in the videos, it's showing up to them. Now you can have audiences coming in, and if your face is in the video, they will recognize you from the content, and you honestly get instant celebrity status. At that point, that's free money walking in off a video you made 3 months ago. Number 3, this is one I've just realized over the past couple of years that people have been doing this, especially some of the bartenders in the smaller craft bars, but signing up for industry competitions and industry communities. USBG is one, obviously Speed Rail is one that I started, is another. But what I've noticed is by being a part of these competitions, not only are you becoming a better bartender and you're showcasing other people that you have this skill, which makes them super interested in you, but you're also developing relationships with other industry personnel. And if you're somebody who has had industry personnel customers, they tip the best. So why not have somebody that comes in who's cool as fuck and they're tipping good? Like, yeah, you need to go be around more of those people. Otherwise, you have to go out and get drunk at their bars and build this relationship over a few months. And a lot of times the people you go get drunk with aren't the bartenders you go get drunk with aren't the bartenders who will come see you because they probably work later than you do. But being able to go to these competitions, you get a chance to have people who have schedules aligned with what your customer base would be. And not only can they come see you, but they can recommend other people to come see you, because I've had a chance to go to competitions in other cities, and when they have customers that want to come to Houston, they send them my way. So sign up for industry competitions for a plethora of reasons. Get better, meet people, get referrals. Number 4, this is one I also just found out a few years ago because I was so deep in the streets, always partying, connecting with DJs, but really what you need to do, especially if you're somebody who works in more corporate friendly venues, is you understand your biggest paydays come from private events. Less work, more committed capital on the days that you pretty much are not that busy. So why not go meet more of those people? Why not go hang out with where the event organizers are hanging out? And one thing I like about Instagram is a lot of people are promoting and organizing events on Instagram, and they publicly say who they are. Same thing on LinkedIn. Connect with event planners, see what events they're throwing, go show up, go participate, have business cards. Not only can you promote the venue itself, but also promote maybe your private bartending services. Because I guarantee you go to some of these networking happy hour events that are just held in random office spaces or event spaces, they probably can use a bartender. And you can use that opportunity to shake hands, get them to follow you on your burner account, and then of course get them to pull up on the venue where you're going to be at anyway for an 8-hour shift. So a lot of times you can have these people 2 or 3 touch points within a month across a few different spaces just by making sure you're in the spaces that there aren't other bartenders competing for the competition. And you want to make sure also where you're at these events, because a lot of these guys, they have event pages that you are getting some content while you're there, taking pictures, talking about you being there, take pictures with some of the people who are there so that way they can be even more memorable for both of you all. And lastly, I touched on this at the beginning of the video, but you have to plan your own events. After you've been doing steps 1 through 4, you've been developing an audience and you've been developing a community, and now you need to make sure they get a chance to meet each other. By having these events, you help create lateral networking opportunities. Those lateral relationships are really what build the foundation of a solid bar experience. It's never like walking into a bar, yeah, I know the bartender, but I also know the people who are sitting around me. And now that bartender, which should be you, can go back to doing your job, and you don't have to be the one that's entertaining everybody individually. So having events allows everybody to show up at the right time, at the right place. So that can be cocktail classes. That could be industry niche networking events, real estate happy hour, finance happy hour. That can be game nights. That can be trivia nights. All right, it could just be a good old party. You bring in a DJ, you guys throw some cocktails together, and you guys just bang it out from 10 to 2. But use that opportunity to take these online audience and deposit it into an event. That event itself is monetizable, but the people you get a chance to meet at the event will come see you on the days you aren't throwing events, which makes all of those shifts even more busy. And ultimately, these 5 steps are really how you can use social media to make more money. And I'm pretty sure all these steps don't seem super unfamiliar with you, but I need to put it down so that way you understand how serious it is and how you need to get after it. Because if you're a full-time bartender, this is what you do. And even if you're somebody with a side hustle, making sure you get a chance to use this funnel, use your time as a bartender to bring awareness to what you do as a side hustle is all super beneficial. So I'm building up an online community called the Rails Chat, where you can go to railschat.com where you can sign up. I'm connecting bartenders all across the area. So if you have industry events you want to promote, feel free to use it. If you have questions on what to do, feel free to ask. I'm always willing to provide sauce. You can DM me on Instagram at bartender the CEO, and hope to see you guys soon, man. Please reach out. Keep killing it.